Hello everyone, welcome on in. I'm Velvet. Thanks for joining me today in Mars Attracts, which is a brand new early access builder game, which is pretty cool. I played it a few weeks ago for the first time, and it was a bit of an exploration, a bit of a review, see what it's about. I did receive a free copy of this game from Keymailer, so thank you very much, Keymailer, for that. Check the link below as well for a link to the game and purchasing the game if you get the need. If you think, oh my gosh, this is the game for me, then link below for you. And hey, don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give me a like in the comment at the end of the video as well if you feel like doing that. Always appreciate it. So, where did we get to last time? I mean, we've got our little aliens running around this park, and if you missed the last episode, basically what the idea of this game is you're creating a theme park. Except it's a bit of a theme park with a difference. This theme park is run by aliens, or Martians, as the case may be, Martians from Mars Attacks, and what they are doing is they're creating little exciting enclosures, or I don't know, what's the word? Displays? Something like that. Anyway, full of humans. So humans are the ones that are actually in the zoo. As such. So it's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with the concept. I thought it was a bit of a blast. So we're going to work on some of the objectives for this week and see what new things we unlock and what sort of more adventures we have with this particular game. So today we are going to start studying the humans. So we've got to collect 3 decor items from expeditions. So expeditions are where we go back to Earth I presume we go back to Earth and collect some stuff. So we're going to go into acquisitions and expeditions. So our current habitat is ancient Rome. So I assume there's going to be like different time periods with different habitats in them, which I think is cool. So we're going to go and rewards decor. I guess we'll start an expedition. Right, there we go. We've started an expedition. We've got to install 3 items collected from expeditions, right? And then open the ancient Rome overlay. I wonder how I do that. We have our characters menu up here. So at the moment, we've got some Martians that are bored and hungry. I think my puck is ugly and the park is dirty. We'll work on some of that. Our staff. Oh, we've got a thirsty porter who will vomit occasionally. No, he's not thirsty. He will just vomit occasionally. So I don't know if we need to have anything else. But this is. These are our humans. So these are the ones that are currently in our habitat. And I don't know how to do the overlay. Open expeditions panel. Ancient Rome, no. Reconnaissance, biology research, cancel expedition, inventory. Humans and decor, nothing in the inventory. Research, then build a workshop from the facilities menu to enable construction. Alright, so we don't currently have a workshop. Right. So maybe, this is our finances panel up here, which I don't think is going to help us. And then we have management. Don't think that's going to help us. Hiring, research. So, this is stuff that we do inside the habitat. So these are things that we can research or experiment on our humans. So we can do durability testing, dismemberment, and that's it at the moment. So I think maybe we'll do a little bit of, how much money have we got? Okay, we've got enough money because it costs money every time that you do these things. And it's things that the little aliens actually like to observe and watch, so it stops them from getting bored as well, so it helps with that side of things. And it looks like our reward for completing this is going to be a human habitat American frontier, so we're going to actually be able to create a new habitat, which is fun. But I really don't know how to open up the overlay, or maybe it's down on this panel. Overlay. Oh, there we go. Yay, I worked it out. Hooray for me. It was going to be obvious. I'm just kind of exploring at the moment and reminding myself what we're doing with this game. So that gives us the overlay and where everything is, I guess. Okay, cool. So let's see if there's anything else we can build. So we've got hunger and thirst. So at the moment, I don't know why they have red things around them. So they've got staff, finances, revenue today, staff wages. And I don't understand why they have the red thing around them, but I guess it's a thing that they're going to have. So what else can we get? So we can get a toilet, trash, and excitement. Map stall. Do we have one of those? Oh yeah, this is on here. Right, okay, we've got that. And we've got rest. And a donation box. Do we have donation boxes around? Yes, we do. So we've got trash boxes and donation boxes there. Right, so we've got all our amenities that we need. Rides. So we do have a ride over here, which is this one right here. Bouncing bugs. So that's bouncing bugs, and then you create a queue with that, with this here. So that makes sense. So we've got that. So I think we've got everything that we should have in the game. So that's good. That's a positive. Rockhead. Okay, so let's check. Our expedition is complete. Fantastic. So we're going to start another expedition. Ancient Rome, reconnaissance. Focus is going to be decor, so we get more decor this time. And I should have done that last time. Whoopsies. Let's start the expedition. So if we're going to characters, how do we add decor? Install 3 items collected from an expedition. So we go into our inventory, which is I wonder which button that is. I'm just trying to associate the buttons on the screen here with a button on the UI, so I can understand where I'm going. Okay, so it's under expeditions and then inventory. Right. So we can go boom, 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 and we can place the humans in here. So I feel like we might need to add some more beds and things to this zone. Maybe? I don't know. That might be all right. We'll keep an eye on that. So we go back into expeditions, inventory. So we've got our humans in there, and then we've got a little decor statue. So we can place that decor, and does it go in the inventory? I mean, in the habitat? Okay, I'm going to go with yes. Oh, look at that. The Martian leader. I mean, I don't know if you want it to have... You want to have it in here or outside? I feel like maybe I want it outside. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be better. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Does it? I don't know. How's our next expedition? Oh, I think it's just finished. Yes, our next expedition is finished. So let's go. Inventory, we'll add this human in. Yes, so we got our tick there. And then we're going to install our last bits of decor. Oh my gosh, so we got some pots. There are our little pots. Okay, I really don't know where I should be placing these anyhow. We've got a board game. Oh, these simple games are often effective ways to stimulate the limited human intellect. All right. So that's actually an activity, which is awesome. So that definitely needs to go in here for our lovely humans to enjoy. Yay! We've just opened a new habitat. I'm going to finish doing this here, which is a bed. Oh my gosh, a comfortable place to rest for lazy humans. And this is a fancy bed, like fancier than the one that we have at the moment. So that's pretty cool. And we needed some new beds because we had some new humans move in. So that is great. Look at our beds. Under a little bit of shelter too. That's fancy. Now we can claim our reward. So we go into missions and claim reward. So American Frontier. Plucked from the arid plains of the Northern Hemisphere, these humans often spend days with only their steed for company. Oh, horses! That's exciting. Incoming message. Now that we have another habitat available, we can start offering a bit more variety to guests. Different guests will have different preferences, so keep an eye on the characters menu and park management menu for pointers on how you can make the park more appealing. Expand the park to attract different types of guests now. Okay, so now we've got to build 2 types of human enclosure. So we're going to do an American frontier enclosure. Place humans from 2 different habitats. Right. So that means from the frontier one. So if we did acquisitions and we went American frontier, and we did American frontier, expeditions, focus on humans. Okay. Oh, and that costs more, so that's 8,000 it costs, and it's duration of 1 hour. So let's start that expedition now, because we're going to need some humans for our exhibit. And then we've got to build 8 different amenities collected from expeditions, which I'm guessing we've done. So that's great. So let's build our next enclosure, the American frontier enclosure. I have to remember how to do this now. Right, footprint. Trying to keep it the same as this, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so that's building. So I need to add in my paths and terrain. There we go. Now, I think something I will need to be conscious of is like the facilities and stuff for porters and blah, blah, blah. I can't really, my memory. I have to remind myself how to do all these things. And adding like your plumbing and stuff in. So like these things here that we worked on last time around, where we've got to add in like our water generators and our research center, security center, storehouse, things like that. So we'll have to be conscious of those as well. Oh, looks like our expedition is complete, so we can add in some lovely humans to that. But before we do that, let's add in some walls and doors. So we'll add in some windows. Yep, and there, and there. Okay, and I think we need a door. There we go. So we've got our walls. Fence. Okay, that's fine. So then we need some amenities for our little humans. So we need our feeding trough. I love that it's a trough. Thirst. Toilet. Hidden down the back because, you know, private business. Cleanliness. Shower. Excitement. Hamster wheel. And some bed. What's the difference between these 2 beds? Look essentially the same to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've got some beds and that sort of thing. So I think what we need, so it's giving us 2 water things. So I figure we're going to need some facilities, perhaps, or no utilities. And we're going to need water generator. So we've got our water generator, which then leads us to our water pipe, which needs to be connected to these things here. Okay, so that's connected. And that's connected. Right, so that's our water. I don't know if we need any power for anything. Doesn't look like we have any in... No, we don't have any in that enclosure, so I think we're good. I think the power relates to things like our little rides and stuff like that. So, our expedition is complete, which means we can place our humans. Yes. Got our humans in there. Whee! Yay! Oh my gosh. Alright, a lot happened there. I don't know what. It flicked through it so fast. I'm going to do like another expedition for this. So, I'm not missions. Well, I don't know. We've done all the things, and basically that means we can claim a reward, and we get Phoenix Park. So build a pristine park from the ashes of a disused lot within the city limits. Right. So that was a whole new map. Right, so a whole new map that we just unlocked that we could do. So this is very much just still the tutorial sort of side of things, which means, you know, it's going to be on the you're just learning how to play side of things, which is perfect. I love tutorials. I use them all the time in game. I don't like to go and watch like YouTube videos to be able to learn how to play a game. I want to learn it in game. So I do appreciate that there is actually an in-game tutorial. It looks like the park is starting to find its feet. It took you long enough, I suppose. I'll head back to HQ with my report. Feel free to stick around and continue building out the park, or I hear there's another opportunity that may require your attention. So let's move on to the next mission. Greetings, underling. I've heard good things about your work. Not from me. Regardless, this old plot has been a thorn in my side for some time now. I think you're just the ticket to get it fixed up. It's a prime spot right in the heart of the city, but was ravaged by fire a few years ago. These dusty monstrosities have been ruining my skyline for long enough. I want this debris cleaned up and a beautiful spectacle built from the ashes. Okay, this is our new park. And it's covered in muck and mess and all sorts of things. So that's cool. So I guess we need to clean it up. I don't know how, but let's find out. Open the park. So we've got to launch an expedition. All right, let's go. So, okay, so the things that we opened in the last thing look like they're still here. So in the last park, our habitats that we've unlocked are still there. But we need to build an acquisition center from the facilities menu to enable expeditions. Right. So we've also got to build one type of human enclosure. We know how to do that. Build 5 different amenities collected from expeditions. Build a human storehouse and place 3 humans. Right. So basically that's just setting up the park. Now, my question is, how do we delete all these? Okay, do we just go around and go remove? Does it cost money to do that? Oh, it costs money. So, you've got to be a little wary. Is there a better way to do this? Aha. Alright. Fair enough. I'm going to assume we're early on. Missions are going to be fairly easy, so I'm not going to worry. Oh, God. That cost, I don't know what, 80,000 or something to delete those things? Oh, I'm thinking maybe that was a mistake. Oh, well, too late now. I've done it. Oops. Right. We need some paths and terrain. I reckon I'll do this terrain path. Running in here. A nice wide path coming in. So, things that we need. So we need the facilities. So we need to have acquisition center. So that's our acquisition center there. So let's add in our path to connect. I don't think we don't really need to do too wide over there because it's not like it's going to be a guest area. It's just going to be the staff area. So now that we've got our acquisition center, does this need anything? It needs power. So we need utilities and we need a power generator. And we'll get a path along that way. So we'll go back to utilities and we'll go power cable. Like so. So that should be powered, right? Okay. Do we need staff? I don't know. Do we need staff for an acquisition center? Can't remember. Oh, let's just go. So ancient Rome. Let's get ourselves some humans and some decor. 16,000 for an expedition. Oh, there's different kinds of parties. Oh, and they cost different amounts. Oh. Okay. So this is the one that we were doing in the last park, which is abduction. And then we have reconnaissance. So we get physics research, we get more humans and a chance of decor, and that's 12,000, 1.5 hours. Then we have the raiding party, which is more humans, and we get some upgrades. Plus 8 physics research, 16,000 takes 2 hours. And then we have a mass abduction, which we don't have the required knowledge, we don't have the required knowledge yet for that. And then we have invasion. Oh my gosh, I didn't look at these. And then we can get special characters. So the more knowledge that you have, the more different types of expeditions that you do. Let's do a raiding party because I think that sounds fun. It's expensive, but let's do it. And that'll get us a whole lot of humans. While they're doing that, that'll give us a chance to actually build our first enclosure, which I think is a great idea. I'm going to leave space here for our water and stuff because we do need space for all our utilities and what have you. So this is going to be where we're going to place our enclosures. So we're doing an ancient Rome enclosure to start with. So do 12 by 20. Okay. So I'm going to do my path all the way around. But I want to leave little spaces where we can do seats and stuff. So, we've got to think about amenities and things for our guests. Okay, so that's our paths. And then we'll have little amenities and stuff in there. Alright, in our enclosure, we're going to need walls and doors. So let's add in our door there. And we'll have a window. Okay, we've got loads of windows. And let's add in our amenities. So we have our feeding trough, our water, toilet we'll put up in the corner. That's secret. And our shower. Up where there's no windows. Excitement. And some rest. Oh, those aren't going to work. Oops. Okay, just, whoopsie. Spin these around. Right round, baby, right round. Okay, so we have our beds, we have all our amenities, but we do need to get some water happening. So that means our utilities and going to our water generator. So we've got 2 things that need water. There we go. Get our pipes in. How are we going on money? Ooh. Okay, we're doing okay. We've got our water. We've got our thing. We've got water. We've got amenities. So I think we can probably put our humans into our enclosure because we're all ready to go. I feel like maybe we need a storehouse or something, but I can't remember. Pretty sure that might relate to the guest facilities. So let's get that in there. Yeah, build a human storehouse. Okay, yes. So we need a porter in a storehouse. Right. Facilities. Okay, so we need that's right. Human storehouse for the human stuff, and then a Martian storehouse for the Martian stuff. So let's do that. And we'll also do a Martian storehouse. Right, so we've got our tick for that. I think then we need to hire a porter. So attendants, porters. So porters handle the heavy lifting, transporting goods to where they need to be. Also assign porters to the acquisition centre to assist with. Okay. So we're going to grab Macaque the Lack. Hire. And I think they should be staff here. There we go. And then this one here, let's hire a staff. Hire. Okay. So we have our porters. We have our acquisition centre. I think we need to open the park. Or, no. We can't open the park yet. I think we need to build all the things before we do that. But we have a porter going to the human section. And we need some guest facilities, like our hunger. And our thirst. Let's go with the toilet over here. Trash can, always useful. And excitement, which is our map store. And a bit of rest there. Okay, so that's some amenities for our lovely Martians. Donation boxes. Okay, motion boxes and seats. How are we going on money? 42,000. So now we need to build a security center. All right, let's go. So that goes into facilities, security, and that could go around this direction. Now that needs power, so that means going to utilities, power. There we go. Do these need power as well? Need staff. Alright. Hire attendant. George R.R. Martin, so let's view him. Stall capacity increased by 20%. Okay, we'll hire them for that. Let's see. Nyack Axon. Increases the building's beauty when assigned. Sure. And then we have decreases the building beauty, signing fee increases guest purchase happiness. Okay, let's go Aka Yolak. Okay, so those are all staffed. And then needs power. Do I need to have another power thing, do I? Oh yeah, I do. Much like the water, I assume. So I'll add in some bonus ones. Knock way down to 30,000. So extra power for when we need it. Oh look, it's on the green now. That's better. So hire 3 security guards. So let's go into hiring and we'll go into security. Acaprolac, walk slowly. Decreases building beauty. Right. So I think let's go Macaque Axon because he doesn't have anything bad. They connect to the security center? No. Hiring, and then we'll go the other blank one, Isaac Thalac. And then I think out of the 3 there, the walk slowly is probably the best one. So let's go with Acaprolac. Yay! So now we need to open the park. So we go up to management. And we just simply click open. Boom! Bring it on, Martians. Bring it on. So now we've got to build 3 toilets for guests. So we've got 1, which means we just need a couple more. So amenities, let's build some toilets. So I think up here. Actually, that's a good idea because then we need to add in some donation boxes as well, right? So like some trash. And donation box. Either side. With the advent of the toilets, that does mean we need to add in some more water. And that does mean we need to add in some more water generators. So a couple of those. Boom, boom, boom. Hopefully that'll get our water systems working. Yep. Brilliant. That's enough water flowing through. So now we need to hire a janitor. So hiring, and we'll go janitor. Who have we got? Oh, this guy has a positive. So let's see. Increases a building's beauty when assigned. Well, he's not going to be assigned to a building, so it's probably not any use. So let's maybe go our cheapest option, which is Macaque Aka. You are hired, my friend. We've got to install 3 trash cans. Hey, I've already done that. I know how to build a park. I've done this before. Raise $500 alien from donations. Cool, we've done that as well. bonus. Good financial management is the backbone of any successful enterprise. The board issue you a loan to get each park off the ground. However, interest can quickly start to add up. You can increase or decrease your loan amount from the finances menu. If you're short on cash, the finances menu will also allows you to adjust the prices of items sold within the park, though some of our less prestigious guests may object if prices get too high. Right, so that's up in here. All up in here. Is it? Oh, hang on, that's wrong one. Finances. So profit and loss. So profit this year is minus 17318. Okay, well we knew that we were setting up the park. It was always going to lose money. So you can go pricing. Okay, so we can change our park entry here, and then our Martian food. Okay, this is pretty basic. You know, it's not like individual items. It's just basic. This is the food, this is the drink, and this is the maps, and you just change the cost of them. And then we have marketing. So we don't have anything there yet. We haven't unlocked that. Oh, and there's the loan right there. So that must be the current loan that we have. Interest rate of 3%, so 6,000 per month. And then we can add to the loan like that. Right. Okay. Right, so you can basically just put the money up, put the money down. At least that's adjustable. So now we've got to adjust the sale price of an item. Oh, okay. I should have read that first. Oh well. Let's go 25 Martian dollars for Martian food. And maybe 15 for drink. 35 for a map. Yeah, done that. So pay off 30,000 from your loan. Ah, all right. Well, I guess we need to earn a little bit of cash before we do that. Because we ain't got none. We ain't got enough. So we need to earn some cash from there. I feel like I want to open another enclosure, but I don't know. Do I have enough money for that? Because it'd be cool to have like a second enclosure for this. Is that 3,000? Okay. Maybe. It doesn't seem too expensive at this point. So we can go walls and doors, 1,000. Windows. How much are windows each? 600. Keep an eye on this. I would rather get a second enclosure up and running and have no money and then try and earn 30,000, you know? Okay, so let's add in. Okay, we've got our path. So that leads us to enclosures, American Frontier, amenities, feed trough, water, shower, excitement, rest. Okay, so that's the basics. What are we down to? 4,000. Oh shoot, I'm not going to have enough for I'm not going to have enough for an expedition, but we are earning money. But the thing is, I also need to add in some more water generators, which we need 2 of, I think. And some pipes, which is 80 per tile. Ugh. Right, so that's good. So that's all sort of set, ready to go. I just need enough money for an expedition. So let's have a look and see how much money we need for an expedition to the American Frontier. So for an abduction is 8,000. For the... Okay, interesting. So we haven't unlocked the different configurations as yet for reconnaissance for the American Frontier. So we've got to continue to acquire knowledge about that area, and then we can unlock it. I've got it. So we're going to save up for 8,000 for our next expedition, and then that'll get us saving up towards our 30,000 payoff for the loan, which will then reward research tier 2. I haven't even looked at the research. Build an observation post. Oh, I haven't done that yet. Build an observation post from the enclosures facility menu to enable experiments. How much is that? Observation. Oh, yeah. 2,000. Right. So then I need someone to work there, right? which is a scientist. Aha! I remember. At least, there's, those connections there and you can kind of, they've got the pop-up. You know what you need to be able to make something work. So let's open our staff panel. An active research centre. Oh, I was required to hire scientists. Oh, scientists. Darn. How much is a research centre? 4,000. Alright. Well, So we'll save up for a research centre, which will need power. And we'll then save up for an expedition, and then we'll save up for loads. I knew clearing all those rocks was probably a bad idea, because I could have used that money, like all of the stuff over here in space that I didn't need to clear. I probably shouldn't have done that, so whoopsie daisies. Right, we've got enough here for a research centre, so let's get ourselves one. Facilities. Research centre, here we go. Now we've already got the power in place, which is actually rather handy. I think we just need to put a pipe in. Actually, that might already be connected. It is! So I think that'll be ready to go. Oh, why are they so unhappy? Walk slowly. Will only use amenities if they're alone in an enclosure. Damage decreased by 50%. Oh, well, they're fussy. They're not going to be alone in the enclosure, so I guess they're not going to be using any amenities. Oh. So now we should be able to hire a scientist. We can. Now, who's this? Experiments need one less scientist. Oh, that's quite handy. So let's hire Prolac Axon, and we've got them attached to that. So that means we should be able to do an experiment now on ancient Rome. Ah, but experiments cost money, of course. Ugh. Right, so we can do experiments and durability testing, but it needs 5,000. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. I don't know what to do about this person being unhappy in their enclosure. Like, do we care about that? I mean, they're never going to be alone in an enclosure, so I don't see how that's going to really work for them. Can we... I don't know. I don't know what we do about that. Okay. So next we need... Oh, what's this? Toilet needs maintenance. Do I have anyone for maintenance? Janitor. Okay. I'm going to hire a second janitor, because I feel like maybe we need a second janitor. Right, that works. So you do the little call button down the bottom, and that gets them working towards it. So what we need to do next, we've got our researcher, we've got our scientists, we can do experiments, but we don't really have enough money for that. But we now have 8,000, I don't know what they are, but I'm going to call them dollars. So that means we can actually go on an expedition to the American frontier. We can do a little abduction, and so let's start our expedition there. So we can get some people in here. And that's, I think once we get people in here, we're going to be able to earn, a little bit more money. I feel like we're going to have to do like a donation box kind of thing over here. So I might have to pay for some cash for that. So let's slow things down a little bit. Let's get our humans in our enclosure. Boom. So that should help us earn cash, which is what we need to obviously get our 30,000 to pay off our loan. Okay, we've got trash, toilet, donation boxes, all those things. I'm going to add in our pipes. Utilities. I think we should have enough juice for that. Yes, we do. So people are walking around. They've got toilets, all that sort of thing. And we've got our people in here. Uh-oh, we're in the negatives. But we should have people, yes, I was going to say, coming over here to start donating and doing all the things they need to do. I think I want to also, if we have the money, add another lot over here. Okay, so we've got that working for us. So we just need more water over here. Boom, done. So what's happening over here? Why is it giving us a little thing? Right, so we have our second enclosure done. I feel like maybe, I don't know, should we do experiments? I feel like maybe I should hold off until we've paid off our loan. Because we're making a good amount of money, so I might hold off until we pay off our loan. You know what? I think I figured this out. This little red line basically means I think they're out of food or whatever. So I feel like we need to hire perhaps another porter. So if we go view or hire them, they don't have any negative things. And let's see if that helps us stay out of the red, because I feel like that's what's happening here, is that we're escape in progress. Holy crap. What's this? What's this? What's this? What do we do? What? No, how do we do anything about this? No, they dug a hole. What do we do? I don't know what to do. The humans attacking the aliens. Oh, they're so much bigger than the aliens too. Well, how do I don't know what to do about this. Do we need a security guard? SWAT team, emergency services. No! It costs 20,000 for a SWAT team? No way! We'll take care of any escaped humans permanently, only available during human escapes. But I just earned enough to do it. I was 10,000 away from getting it. I guess we have to do it. Oh no, hang on, I think they're dead. Okay, well, phew. Alright, I didn't have to spend my 20,000, but there's a rotting, there's 2 rotting corpses here. Alien corpses, and I guess, yep, the caretaker's going to take care of that. Oh my gosh, that was just like, panic, I don't know what to do. Well, that was fun. So basically, if the humans get disgruntled, then they will escape. So then you've got panic stations on your hands. Right, got it. We have reached 30,000. So then we're going to go into finances, profit and loss, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I think is down 30,000, right? Yes! So now we can claim our reward, which is Research Tier 2. Unlock new perks and abilities in the research menu. Now, to make a truly magnificent park, we're going to need more than the bog standard amenities you're used to. To be truly immersed, more astute guests will want to experience human anatomy up close. If we had a workshop, we could build rides, stalls, decorations, and more from disassembled humans. Oh, from disassembled humans? Oh, okay, gross. There's nothing more authentic than an experience crafted from real human anatomy. You get to building that, and I'll supervise. Well, that's a great place to leave the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun with this. I had a lot of fun. It's actually quite interesting just learning all about how this game sort of shapes up. But we've built ourselves a brand new park. We've had an escape, and we're learning a few things as we go along. So I want to say a big thank you for watching. Tune back next time, and we're going to conduct an experiment to generate some research points, and we'll see what else is in store for us. Bye-bye.